Hi, and welcome everybody to Preloved Chica. I am so excited today because I've got my lovely friend with me, Oscar Joachim, a good friend from many years, and we are going to be talking today about advanced styling.
That's right.
Isn't it?
That's right.
And how it all came about is that I have just recently watched the Advanced Styling movie, and it was directed by Lina, Plioplyte, and produced by Seth Cohen. And it's about these really glamorous 80, 90-year-old women in New York and about their fashion and their style. So Oscar and I thought this would be a fantastic topic for a show to talk about, well, aging and style.
Style, yes, yes.
Now, I've known Oscar for a long time, but not all of his life, because actually I did check with you and you were quite happy for me to ask how old you are.
I'll be 75 in 2 weeks' time.
Wow. Wow. And you're so
much under my belt.
But you ooze style. And actually, tell me what for you aging is all about, what it means for you.
Experience and the fact that as you age, you stop worrying about how you look and you can be free to do what exactly you want. You wear what you want, what you feel comfortable in. And also it has freed me from a lot of emotional restrictions that I had as a teenager, as a man in his 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, or, you go away from all the work you have to do.
Absolutely.
Family and everything.
And it's like an attitude as well, isn't it?
Yes.
Like, an attitude of mind. It's not, your body is one thing,
yes.
But tell me what for you, the mind, what the mind brings to this whole equation.
My positive attitude. You have learned over several years what is best for you. So you formulate a way by which you live, and a positive attitude always helps. Compassion and positive attitude always come back to you. If you are good to other people, they always return the favor, and that's what I have learned out of life. Living long.
Yeah. And listen, these women, right? If you haven't seen the movie, go and have a look. It's all on YouTube. The full-length movie you have to buy, but the actual featurette is all available. And these women have got an incredible approach to fashion. Things like one woman, I dress for the theatre of my life every day.
That's a wonderful philosophy, actually. That is, you have to be. Because when you're older, every day is precious. You wake up and you think, thank God, I've got another full day to do things with. And why not?
Yes.
Make full use of it.
And preparing as well, kind of like looking forward to the next, year or 3 years.
Yes.
And not thinking, well, that's it.
No. Old age is all about, I always, as I said to you before, I always think I'm going to be living till 110. I don't care if I go tomorrow, but you have to say that you are going to be there and you plan for things. Yes. Yeah. That's what it is.
Absolutely. And let's have a look at some of these other things that these women talked about. One woman, hungry for colour. I tell you, it's actually changed the way that I've looked at clothes, just literally in this last week,
Yes.
I'm like thinking, I've been dressing down, hungry for colour. It makes you feel better when you dress up,
Yeah, you feel freer. And also, I think we are going, I've lived through the 60s, and when the whole world burst into flowers, color and all that. And now we are also going through that stage. We're coming to a stage when people are looking back at color.
Can I, at this point, show some pictures of you? Because these are pretty incredible. Right. I'm sure you're going to tell us a little bit about these. Now, this one, where were you there? That was quite a few years ago now.
That was I was in my 20s. I was in Bolton. Yeah. And I was in a factory as a student, but I was working in a factory during summer holidays. I came out for lunch and I was lying there, I had whatever I ate, and it was lying there. Somebody took a picture. This is, mid 60s, I guess.
Oh, wow, that's incredible. Looks like you've got the same shirt on, is that right?
I wish.
And then this one.
This one, I don't know. It's a hard time in my life when I was unemployed, down and out, and broke in Paris. And I still wanted to dress nice clothes, so I always spent my time. And that's a handmade shirt, you know.
Really?
But then I was so broke, I had to eat chips all day long. I lived on chips, and I didn't put on weight.
No, I love the flares. Look at that.
Yes.
I mean,
tie-dye jeans.
Tie-dye jeans. Thank you very much for sharing those. They're pretty incredible. So, you know, I want to sort of talk a little bit more about Preloved clothes, because obviously that's what these shows are all about. And, you know, there's so many places now that you can actually get Preloved clothes, whether it's car boot sales in Britain, or swap meets, or thrift shops, or charity shops, or friends. And actually, at this point, I am going to show you an item of clothing that a friend of mine actually gave me today, because she thought I might like it. And because advanced style is how would you describe advanced style? Could you sum it up?
I don't know. I think yes, I think using more imagination is advanced style. If you're a youngster, or if you are working and you have no time, you go into a shop, get the best, you know, you can fit on, and you try it on and you buy it. But advanced style, I think, encompasses a whole lot of things. You use your imagination and break out of the mold and fit clothes to suit your age. So
it's not really going into the high street and having what everyone else has. No. It's like finding your own uniqueness, and it may be flamboyant or it may not be. I mean, one of the women in those videos, Deborah, she found in a thrift store a beautiful leather dress.
Yes, that's right. Yes, beautiful. That's a sexy dress from a man's point of view. She wore it, and I found it was slinky and it was very pretty. And it doesn't matter. You didn't look at her age. You looked at her as a woman, and she looked pretty.
It was a beautiful leather dress with a zip. Anyway, so a good friend of mine gave me a couple of items today and said, would you like them? So I've tried them on, but I'm not sure that they're really me. But this is the first thing. And what it is, if you've heard of desigual, it's a desigual coat. And actually, I'm going to slip this on because, keep talking, Oscar.
Yes.
It is absolutely gorgeous.
It's a lovely dress.
Look at the detail. It's flamboyant. It's kind of got patterns on it. I don't know if you can
looks
see
warm. Yes. It's for outdoor wear.
Yes.
And it looks warm, but you can go inside and still keep it on. It's a lovely garment.
But there's something about this that's not quite me. And you know,
it's possibly the color and
the
texture, because you usually wear
sparkly things.
I
do. In fact, the dress I've got on is full of sparkles, and if it hasn't got a sparkle, I'm not interested. But there may be someone else out there that would love this coat, this desigual coat. You're going to have to get in touch with me if you're interested, because I'll be giving this back to Nikki. Sorry, Nikki, not quite for me. But then the other thing she gave, because she knew advanced styling, something a little bit more unusual. Now, this is unusual, and it takes me back to like the 60s,
yes, they had
70s.
Everybody remembers those suede tasseled jackets people used to wear, men and women.
Fringed jackets. So look at this. I'm going to have to do a twirl with
That's
this.
Good. That looks nice.
Look at that.
That looks very nice.
The camera is not quite focusing on this. There's too much for it to look at. So fringes galore.
Yeah.
So that might take a lot of you back to the past. Obviously, if you're a young person, you're watching this.
It's a young person.
Maybe it's all back in.
Yes.
I don't know. But, you know, so that's the other thing. If you're looking for pre-loved clothes, ask your friends. Have they got anything that they may be prepared to pass on? They don't like anymore. Why not have one of those swish parties? We all get together, bring things you don't like, and just swap them around.
Right. Yes, there's so much fantastic stuff out there. We don't have to go and buy new stuff all the time.
No.
There's so much people have in their I have 3 wardrobes full of clothes I need to get rid of. Yes.
Maybe you need a swish party for some of your friends.
I know. It's, you know, so why go and buy more when you have so much going around?
Yeah.
You know, just use, and other people have tastes too. So
Yes.
they buy some decent clothes and then they don't wear it, or
Yeah.
they don't want it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
And I think the other thing is that, you know, we've got to make sure that it's not just a female thing, because there's lots of guys out there that like shopping in this way.
Yes, I am one. I am always out there shopping.
What's your best buy? Is there anything you've bought that
I
you
bought,
love?
a long time ago, I bought a Harrods tweed jacket, check jacket with the leather pockets, and it fitted me perfectly. It belonged to a
Yes.
old man who died, and he was tiny, about my size, and
Right.
it just fitted me perfectly. That was the best best jacket I bought.
Harrods jacket.
Yeah,
I
Harrods,
bet you
yeah.
were flashing the label, weren't you?
Yes.
I'm just having a look, see if there's any questions, because I know we had some people who were keen to ask questions, but can't see anything there for now. So we will carry on. Just going to take a little sip of water. And yeah, so your best buy. So where do you shop if you're going to shop?
Oh,
for
high street charity shops, basically.
Mhm.
One day, my daughter wanted to go for a Victorian evening in school. They had a Victorian evening, and she wanted some Victorian clothes. Luckily, I went through the shops, and I saw this child's cape, Victorian cape that you see in black and white photographs, perfectly, you know, with buttons and
Wow.
everything. I bought it, and she wore it for that one day,
Yeah,
and I
yeah.
still got it somewhere.
Yes,
So
yeah.
yeah, you can find some genuine
Yes,
bargains
yeah.
and discover stuff, you know.
Absolutely.
And of course, you don't know what style you need till you have tried a few on. So it's a good way of trying on clothes and finding your own style, your
Yes.
own fashion.
Yeah, and it's accessories as well. There's
Yes.
plenty of accessories. Like one of the ladies on the Advanced Style movie, well, her trademark is glasses that are huge,
Yes,
absolutely
yes.
huge. But that's her trademark.
Can you get that? No, you
Can I
can't,
get
of course, yes.
that? Possibly not
Yeah,
at the
okay,
minute,
okay.
but it's on
Yeah,
the movie.
she's on the movie.
And just go and search.
Yeah.
Search on Google Advanced Style Women, and it will bring up all those 6 stars. And they're an inspiration. They certainly have
Yes.
been for me.
Oh God, yes.
Absolutely.
They're wonderful women. You
Yeah.
know,
So
yeah.
it means that you can just keep on with your passion for dressing nicely. And as one woman said, well, when you wear nice things, you get treated better.
Of course they do. Yes, of course you get treated better.
Yeah.
Yes, people respect you if you are dressed well. I don't know why. It's a cliche. And as a youngster, I didn't believe it. I was very rebellious. But I now know that you get treated better and not like a tramp.
And you haven't got to spend a lot of money on
Yes.
it. In fact, what I'm wearing today, my new dress, I got up very early, do some research. I call it research. I went to a car boot sale this morning at 7 a.m. and picked this up, and very, very delighted.
Gorgeous.
With it.
It fits you. I mean, you
Yeah.
said 3 items, and all 3 you picked up at the sale, and they all fit you so well.
£1 per item. £1. That's a couple of dollars. So exciting. So I think what I'm going to do is, I haven't even kept an eye on the time, but I'm going to sort of wrap things up now and tell you about next week. It's all to do with colour. Next week, we've got a lady called Libby Ainsley coming along. She's a style coach. And I bought this today. And, you know, I don't think this is my colour, but I'm going to ask her. I'm going to ask her next week and see what she says.
Yes, yes.
Because, you know, if you choose the right colours, then it can make a big difference. According to the style coach, we'll have to see how that goes. So I don't know if you've got any passing thoughts, Oscar, anything you'd like to sum up with?
I don't know. I
put you on the spot there,
yes,
didn't I?
That's true. But I think the thing is, you
Yeah.
know, we are talking of advanced clothing and people who are a little older. And all I can say is be free to choose. Don't be restricted by what you wore in your 30s and 40s. Be able to go out there and choose what you want. You can do it.
Almost like a butterfly coming
Yes.
out of that cocoon and kind of finding themselves.
Yes,
Because
yes.
when you reach that good age,
Yes, yes.
who cares?
Who cares? Who cares? You look after
Mhm.
yourselves, and you know, keep trim, keep well, and look after yourself. That's all I can say.
That's a perfect way to end. So thank you very, very much, everyone, for watching today. Come back next time for more Preloved Chica. Thanks, Oscar.
Thank you, Elaine. Thank you.
Bye for now, everyone.
Bye.